Hey everyone, we are back here on the server. As you can see on my back, we've got wings. Um, Yesterday we opened up the border to 10,000 and that got us the end, so we had a bunch of fun with the whole group of people killing the dragon. I think we respawned him 3 or 4 times. I think it was 3 times actually. So we killed it 4 times. That was fun. We did that all on stream. I got some clips that I will add after this. Oh, not that. Next button. We did a little bit of work here after flying around. We have added a whole bunch of flowers down below, just adding a bunch of life around here. We made a stall for a horse, a little bit here. And we've continued adding things around our valley here. Just a quick look. Free camps, more trees, the water goes all the way. There's a new bridge, and a bunch more trees around. So yeah, we've been busy the last couple days. Or after those clips, we will be off a ways. I did some exploring, as you can see on the map here. And all the way down here, we have one witch hut and 2 witch huts, which they're a bit far away to connect with one person. However, I think I'm going to make both, and then we'll make it so everyone from this will make it to everyone from this. And you'll just kill everything here. So I have my Bedrock account. We can get him on, go set the second one. So I've got most of the blocks to build the farm and some portal material. I'm going to get us there, and then we'll build the farm, and once the farm's made, then we can figure out how we're going to get everyone into a killing area. So let me go off and do that. Now, it might give you a half second longer, but that's an Enderman head. Haha. Oh my goodness. Bag. Yeah, unfortunately, that's Tex wants to punch you. Ooh, diamonds. In, look, I did it. I got the things. Alright, I just removed the witch hut. There's the bounty box where it was. Oh gosh, that's in the face. This is what we're going to make. It is just going to be the lower spawning section of the witch farm by Big Booty 17. I have some changes gonna make to the bottom. Instead of making a bubble column up, it's gonna go into a minecart and a portal, I believe is what my plan is. But we're basically gonna make 2 of these, and then we'll figure out the collection afterwards. And we're gonna have a lot of trees and dirt to dig out so that this is spawn proofed. Or it's so that it's water and reduces most of the spawns. Ooh, horses. So let me go off and do that. Alright, we're back here at above the witch farm. I got a whole bunch of blocks on me for making what I want here. I placed a ton of trapdoors that we will not need, but it's going to be like the last world where they all come here, and it's going to be an armor stand here for sweeping edge. We'll figure out how we want to do this eventually. But, did we even put it? Well, either way. Yeah, so I'm gonna carry on with this. It's just gonna be, I gotta figure out the portal situation, so I think I'm just gonna figure it out and then I'll come back and we'll explain what I'm going to do here. And then connecting that up is going to be really easy. Wolf and I, we ended up just going and hammering out the space there. Because it's just going to be making this and then a receiver station. But this is the main one we want to get done. And then we can figure out our storage, which is going to go this way so that we don't hurt our spawns there. And yeah, so I'm going to figure that out. This is kind of where we're at so far. We're just way up. The despawn sphere is pretty decent for that. At some point we might take a bit more of this out or something, but we'll figure that out after we have this running. So let me go do that. Okay, I have the first little section. It is a mess. I'll end up cleaning this up a little bit. I'm using a note block because I like that more than levers. I don't know. I probably should have just used the lever, but that's what I'm going with. It turns on a dispenser for the mine carts, and they go around on a loop. I had to mess a couple times because the carts kept bumping into one another and causing issues. I probably should have just made this a 3-wide portal, but this works now. What I ended up having to do is on the nether side here. Through. I raised up one side of it, and that just fixed 99% of my issue. So now we have with this one done. So all that would be left is we have to make our storage for this, which is just going to be a bunch of double speed filters into shulker boxes. And I don't know actually if I'm going to make it redstone blocks or just redstone dust. Dust is easier for mass crafting. Blocks is better for storage, but undecided. But that'll be something shortly after. I think it's gonna go out, up, like to the right, up, and then storage will go this way, or maybe loop around into our right here. We gotta make sure our space over this is clear, so it'll be like around here. And then maybe we'll move that portal up at the end over there. Everything for that is going to be pretty much this, like starting at my feet height and up, and then the portal's going to come from over here just so that hopefully it doesn't link with that. But it's pretty much going to be the exact same thing here going that way, and I will have to figure out a way to either send a signal from here into the nether to start a chunk loader, or basically remind myself every time I come here and want to run that one to start the chunk loader so that on the nether side it is chunk loaded, because that's pretty far away over there. So let me go off and see what I can make with what I have. It might be just continuing this. But I need to do that. So let me go off and do that. So it's been a few days since that last clip. The witch farm is more or less complete now behind me here. And I realize now that this episode is going to encompass a couple weeks from when the last one came out. Things have just been slowly progressing, and I've been busy with the holiday season coming up. But last weekend we did the Ender Dragon, and this weekend, yesterday specifically, we have now updated to does it show on here? Oh, does it? We have updated to the Mounts Mayhem. So that's why the glass doesn't have connected textures. I don't have any of the new stuff yet, but that's where we're at. But yeah, so the witch farm is more or less done. There's a few little things that I'll probably have to adjust as it's used, but it is the single here, which I did actually have to change pretty much everything I did in that last clip, because I had the one portal off to this side for going down there, and it meant that for that side I would have had to put the portal like out here, and even then it still was just a pain. So I ended up with the single portal. This goes to that side now, and that's the original side that this was on, goes across. The minecarts are the way they are because in my testing throughout this week, there were so many not bottleneck issues. I think it was piglin spawning just getting in the way and causing all the carts to break. But the way to run this, you hit the note block once, it turns on the light, it turns on your minecarts. I could probably speed it up, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. They go around, an activator kicks them out, kicks the minecart up the hill. And because this is the close one, we can see right here, you get the carts coming through, picking them up, and going back. So this essentially does the same thing at the second one. I just don't have a second account over there to load it. But turn that off, and just wait for all the carts, and it's just me swipe the armor stand, get some levels. Wow, those 4x box fillers make a lot of noise. Yeah, so we do 2 redstone, 1 gunpowder, a stick, bottles, spider eyes, and glowstone dust. We got our shulker box crafter to keep them all stocked up. It's just got a comparator looking at this hopper to see that there's at least one in there, and it'll just quickly craft. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this. The second witch farm just out here is the same. We have a little chunk loader for the nether for the carts. So this is just the same as the first one that we are above, and then there's just a platform up there that you just have to put an account standing on so that we can load it. I have just been leaving these on. It doesn't seem to be causing any issues, so that's nice. That's a change that we've made. Oh, someone put the portal in. Okay, well, cool. Let's see. That's that. And then, because the carts have to go all the way in back, I just made a simple chunk loader here that if you're gonna come run a second account, it just turns this on, and this chunk loads here, which gets both of these. It also loads this one, but not needed. Loads this one, loads this, and loads this. So everything can be loaded by this one chunk loader. Oh, not boxes. Grid. It's not really necessary with the rate at which the carts are coming through, but it's more of a just in case so nothing gets all messed up. Initially, this was outside of 3 chunks, so it was a little finicky, but now, because it's close, or actually it does still need it, because this would load here, it would load these two, it just wouldn't load this. So we have a chunk loader, it makes sure that this shouldn't break, and yeah, so this has been the main thing we've done. And with this, we have done a little bit of work at the base, but it means that we can start on a lot of bigger projects. So let me get us back to the base, and I can show you the results of all the time I've spent there figuring things out. So yeah, let me just quickly fly there. Oh, and one more thing just while we're in the nether. Our buddy Wolf made this frog light farm, and I helped him grab his frogs and get him in here. He's got a lot of frog lights, and yeah, oh, he's actually taking quite a few, but yeah, he has a lot of frog lights, so we now have that for building. So with that witch farm, we've gotten that many shulker boxes of redstone. And actually, we've gotten more. I've given out a bunch to Flash so he could keep his redstone shop stocked. I've given some to Wolf. I've given some to Cosmo, who's not on. We've gotten the glass bottles, the spider eyes, the gunpowder. What else? A bunch of glowstone dust. So it has been very lucrative. Oh, and a bunch of sticks as well, which I've been keeping because they're nice for dispensers and the sort of thing. This was something I made yesterday. It keeps breaking itself, which is annoying. It's that schematic that I had for a dispenser crafter. Yeah, it just keeps doing this. So I'm gonna have to take this down and make something else because it keeps basically getting to a little bit more than 50 dispensers and then it breaks. And yeah. So this is just a bad design, I guess. So we'll just make something new. But I would like the dispenser crafter because they are annoying to make. But besides that, just over here is the thing that I have spent quite a bit of time. It's not on right now. It is a little power station, so. Ooh, actually, no, I should probably wax this. Let's just open all the doors. But that makes a bunch of noise. I made a little house up here, just go with it. Just as the support guy. But oh, that turned on once. Hello. I just got a spear up there. Step back. We have ourselves a little water wheel based off of Mumbo's fans. So I think it adds a little something to the value here. Get on. But it's a little bit of movement. You can just barely see. But I think it adds just something perfect for that. So you can just see it like from every point of view, even if you just see the red lights flashing. But I think that adds something awesome for this. And with the power lines up above, we got this one, and it's going to connect all the way across to here. I think I'm going to put a tower maybe here, and then another one here, which this one will go to the little building I have here, which hopefully I can make a new crafter setup inside. But yeah, so that's most of the things that have gone on. Horses, this princess. Where are the horses that I was? Oh no, are they? Oh no, I had some 5-jump horses and I don't see them anymore. Oh no. 3.8, 4.2. Oh, here we go. Okay, 5.8. That doesn't make sense. Okay, interesting. Is that the ones I thought they were? I didn't think you could jump that high. Anyways, oh, and a 14.3 speed. Interesting. I feel like something's changed with the horses, but yeah, so we did a little bit of horse breeding. We have this one. We have gained ourselves some really good jumpers, and they are not fast whatsoever. However, boy, can they jump. Like, this is... Oh, sorry, horse. This is fun. So, kind of starting to work on, again, just here and there, trying to get us some really good horses. Oh, wow, you can't actually get up here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, this is we've gotten ourselves some good horses, which is nice. Or finally getting ourselves some jumpy horses, which has been taking so long to get. I got one of the evenings there, I was messing around and slowly worked up, and then yeah, just got into the fives, like got into the high fours, then got into the fives, and I didn't think I got this high, but apparently something's changed because now I have a 5.8. So yeah. And then one of the other things that we've done is exploring. I can show out that way quite a bit. Wolf found a bunch of wolves, so we have ourselves a few wolves now, and they're sitting very close to the cactus. But we got, I think, 6 or 7 wolves, and we even got ourselves a cat. So he's sitting outside the front door to be our creeper guard. And we got our pups here. Our horses are passing. Our horse named Passing Wind is hiding in his pen. And that's about it that's going on around here. Mr. G13 there and their friend Seemed have decided to build here. So we've got a pair of friends building alongside, another pair of friends building alongside us, which is nice. And Mr. Wolf has completed his lighthouse. So, okay, blocks, are you going to not load? You're not. That's really funny. Let's reload that. There we go. Yeah, so he's got his lighthouse made. So he has that. He's got his house, his like castle house. Quack has been working up here on his wall and the little chateau or tower. And I believe Wolf made us a simple prismarine farm out at the monument that's right here. Yeah, he did. So we actually have a ton of prismarine now as well. So it's been a busy couple weeks. Apologize for not getting a video sooner, but it just has not worked out. And it'll probably be into the new year before the next one comes with the holidays and being away. So I apologize for that as well, but I hope you all have a good holiday. And yeah, I think we're going to call this an episode. It's been Goose time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.